Hey guys, welcome again to the Cooking Jello show. Welcome. I hope you guys can hear me. I am your host, Jello. This is the Cooking Jello show. It is Sunday, Valentine's Day. Happy Love Day, everybody. Valentine's Day, everyone thinks, just, couples and all that type of good stuff. But Valentine's Day is for the single, it's for family, it's for your children, it's for everybody. It's the day to spread love. We do that every day. And as you guys know, if you watch me on Facebook Live during our encouragement times, we always talk about giving love, sharing love, sowing love, and you will reap love. So happy Valentine's Day to all of our Cooking Jello show viewers. I hope you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Holla if you hit me. Hey, Mom. Okay, you hear static? Is everyone hearing static? Hey, Auntie. Okay, you guys are hearing a high pitch. Let me know if you're still hearing it. Are we good? Can you guys hear me? Type a comment so I can see your comment. But I'm going to keep talking until I see a comment that you guys can't hear me. But it is the Cooking Jello show. We are making crab cakes with a homemade remoulade sauce. I can't say that word for some reason. Remoulade sauce with a corn succotash. We are also going to be pairing. You can still hear the sound. Okay, let me see what's going on over here. Maybe it's my... I may just have to exit out of this for right now. Okay, you guys should hear me now. No pitch, right? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. But as I was saying, we are going to be making crab cakes with a remoulade sauce, a corn succotash, and for dessert we are making strawberry shortcake truffle, and so I cannot wait. This is a fairly simple meal, although we're making 3 things. It's fairly simple, easy, and I hope all of you enjoy it. You can still hear it. Okay, 1 second. Let's see what's going on. You know, guys, it seems like every time, right? But that's okay. We're going to get through it. No worries. Eventually, I'll have an actual studio to be doing this. We won't have to worry about sound. Just 1 moment. Can you guys still hear? Can you guys still hear me? Are you still hearing the high pitch? Okay.
It's back. High pitch.
Okay. If you could type in the chat if you can hear me or not. It's okay. It's gonna be a great show. That's all that means. I'm not worried about that. Alright, still a high pitch? Let me see. Well, can you guys still hear me? Is it still a high pitch? Okay, I'm just going to... Alright, you should hear me now. I just disconnected on my other... Got to make do, guys. Like, Justin says. So hopefully you can hear me. The pitch should probably be going by now. Didn't hear that. Alright, so we're gonna move right along. Thank you guys for sticking with me. That's okay. So crab cakes, corn succotash. To act up. Okay. Alright, so we are going to actually go backwards. We're going to start with the strawberry shortcake first. And so with the strawberry shortcake, let's go ahead and put up okay, I'm back. Can you guys see me? For a moment there, I was frozen. Alright, so on our menu today, that's our menu. We already went over that. What we're going to start with is our strawberry truffle, so we can get that in the fridge. So for the ingredients that we need, we are going to need a cup of milk. We're going to need a cup of sour cream, 1 package of instant vanilla pudding mix, 1 teaspoon of grated orange zest, okay, so I didn't get an orange. The oranges look terrible to me, so I didn't get an orange, but I actually got pure orange extract. So I'm going to be using extract instead of the actual orange zest. You can still use the zest, of course, if you have that. Then we're going to need 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, and we're going to whip that. So I've gotten like maybe Cool Whip or Cool Whip replacement that you would need for your strawberry. So then we're also going to need 8 cups of cubed angel food cake. So I went to the grocery store. They did not have angel food cake, like the cake, but they did have a plain pound cake. So I ended up just getting a plain pound cake that we're going to use instead of the angel food cake. So I got that. Alright, and then we're going to need about 4 cups of sliced fresh strawberries. Alright. So I have my strawberries here. They're already washed and ready for us to cut. And so we're going to start with that. Let's go ahead and get that prepared because I'm going to move my screen down just so you guys can at least see what I'm doing just a little bit. I did have a camera so you guys can actually see, but it's messing with the sound, so we won't go into that. Alright, so we have our strawberries. The utensils that you are going to need an electric mixer, or you can use your 10 fingers. You're going to need a grater if you have an orange and you are wanting to do the orange zest. You're going to need your spoon, a knife, a cutting board. You're also going to need a large bowl, measuring cups, and spoons. So, well, let me change that. You're actually going to need like 3 bowls actually, but we'll figure that out. So we're going to start first with, here are instructions. So in a large bowl, I know it says we're going to beat and do the pudding, but I want to get our strawberries cut because we're going to take half of our strawberries, put them in a bowl, and we're going to put just a little sugar on them to kind of break the strawberry down so that we can have like a glaze or a sauce to go in our truffle. So if you go ahead, wash your strawberries, and the way we're going to cut these, I have my knife here, I got my strawberries, so I'm going to take the top off, you know, the head of the strawberry. I'm going to, and I want my strawberry slices, I want them to be like half. So let me just show you what I mean. So this was a fairly nice size strawberry. So what I did was I sliced it in 3s. So this is what you want your strawberry slices to look like, okay? So the ones that I am cutting are going to be I'm going to put those in the bowl, in a separate bowl, because those are the ones I'm going to put the sugar on. Wanted to make sure I didn't have anybody waiting to want to be on screen, but alright, so we're cutting the strawberries. I hope you all had a great week this week. This is the, well, some say the end of the week, or others the beginning. But hope you all had a great Sunday thus far. Hope you're enjoying your Valentine's Day. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that was about 10 strawberries that I cut in the bowl. And with this bowl, I am going to add a little sugar to that. I should have gotten it down. Sorry. So I got my sugar. Let me grab a spoon. So I'm probably going to only do about 2 or 3 tablespoons of sugar. You just brush it. Maybe I'll do 3. 3 for the measure. Alright. So we have our 3 tablespoons of sugar that's going to sit on our strawberries. We're going to let that marinate a little bit so it can break down. Okay, so now that we have our strawberries set aside that we are using for like a glaze, we're going to go ahead and finish cutting our other strawberries here. Get those out of the way. So I got 2 containers of strawberries. They're actually on sale at the grocery store, so I kind of, that worked out perfect. Just in time for the show. Things look a little suspect, so I'm not going to use that one. But they do smell good. Alright. So I just have a few more. Be careful, I just had some of the leaves. I don't know if there's a real word for that part, but some of the leaf was still trying to hang on, trying to be a part of the meal. Now if you want, I mean if you just want to be fancy, like I'm going to try to be in a minute, you could probably leave out about 3 or 4 of your strawberries. I'm going to leave these 3 whole. I'm going to set those to the side. But I'm going to use that as the top of my garnishment for our truffle. The rest of these bad boys are getting cut up. Okay, so I have all of my strawberries cut, but the 3 here. But this is what I have so far, or this is what I have. for the strawberries. So as you can see, they're cut into slices. You don't want them too thin. So if you had like a small strawberry, don't worry about trying to cut that in 3. Just like your bigger ones, you want to cut into 3. Alright, so we have our strawberries cut. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, so we got those out of the way. So our instructions now, we could go ahead and let's make our custard or cream, if you will. So let's set this to the side. We're going to set those strawberries over. We're going to get our bowl. My bowl is over here. I was looking for it. Okay. We are going to, now in the large bowl, we're going to take our milk, sour cream, our pudding mix, and we're going to, well, first let's make our whipping cream, because we're going to fold that whipping cream. So I have my small bowl here, and the whipping cream. Alright, now I've seen a lot of things on like Pinterest and on TikTok and all that, on how they can put this in like a mason jar and then shake it and do all that. I don't want to do that. Hey BFF. So I have our heavy whipping cream, and this is a pint, and that's what we needed. So I am going to pour that into our bowl here. Alright, I have my mixing bowl, my mixer, I should say, here. Let's move some of these out of the way so we can see what we're doing. Alright, so I'm going to start off on low. So you guys can't see that. It's getting thick, so I imagine doing this by hand would actually take much longer. So I'm going to mix it a little bit more. Okay. So we're going to put that to the side. I still think I need to whip it a little bit more. It's starting to get thick. How long? I don't even know how long this is supposed to actually take us. But I think I need to get a bigger bowl actually. Because it is getting thick and I don't want it to run over. Pour it in there. I don't know if you can hear me over that thing. That's why I wasn't talking. Sorry. Alright, can you guys see me now? Okay. I know my internet kind of went out for a second. But here is our whipping cream. Okay. I thank God for whoever made the electric mixer. Because if I had to do that by hand, oh my goodness. No. Alright. So we have our whipping cream. We got that whipped. The next thing we're going to do, let's go ahead. Now we're going to make our custard so that we can fold this over into it, right? Alright, so we're going to set that now to the side. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little what's this called? Musical chairs, musical bowls. Our strawberries here, so I can use this bowl. Okay, so we're going to get let's get our ingredients back up here, or our instructions, so that we know what we're doing. Alright, so we're going to get our milk, and our ingredients list told us we need 1 cup of milk. We're going to need a cup of sour cream. So I'm going to get the milk and the sour cream. And so instead of regular milk, I of course am using silk milk or almond milk. You could choose whatever type of, moving that out the way. You can use whatever type of milk, you know, whatever, lactose, if you're lactose. Alright, so we are getting our 1 cup of milk. Then we're going to get our 1 cup of sour cream. So I bought the, of course, daisies, because all you need is a dollop. But this is actually 8 ounces, so this is already our cup of sour cream. So I'm just going to scrape this entire thing out. Now, if you have like a real sweet tooth, you could also use what's it called? Condensed milk. You could probably do milk and a little condensed milk. I'm not a huge sweets person. I kind of like the tart with a little bit of sweet. So if you guys, you know, follow this recipe, you'll see what I mean. Because this is really good. I used to make this when I would do a Christmas party, a friendmas party, if you will, and I would make a strawberry shortcake. Now my best friend, she makes a good strawberry shortcake too, but she be playing around. She don't want to make me no strawberry shortcake. But I'm not gonna put her on blast. Like I already did. Alright. So I am going to Okay, can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me? Okay, can you guys hear me? You can. Okay, Facebook user is saying you can hear me. Thank you. Alright, so for the orange zest, I am doing about, I'm going to do 2 capfuls. Auntie with the static, I don't know. I don't have anything else plugged in over here. I don't know if it's background noise. Sorry, but hopefully, hopefully if the replay, you don't have that noise. Alright, so I added the orange extract. We have our milk and we have the sour cream and our pudding mix. So as it says, we're going to mix this on a low speed until it has thickened. Once it starts thickening, we're going to go ahead and add some of our whipped cream that we have. Alright, so what we're going to do is let's take a 1-minute break here. I'm going to go ahead and whip this together, and then I'll show you guys after I mix our pudding, and then we'll come back so that we can add in the whipped cream to our mixture. Okay, so let's just take a minute break here. Okay. We are back. Here is my instant pudding. As you guys can probably see here, it's thick. Oh, I don't want to run over. Alright, it's thick. We have everything mixed in, and oh my goodness, if you guys are cooking with us, you know this smells delicious already. Like, I could just eat the pudding. Give me a vanilla wafer. I'm good. Hey, Dominique. Alright, so now that we have our pudding mixed, our instructions told us to fold in our whipped cream. So I have my little spatula here. I'm going to put a little, I'm going to do about half of our whipped cream because I actually want to use the other half of our whipped cream as part of our topping. So you're only going to use half of your whipped cream in your instant pudding mixture. Now if you old school and you want to just go ahead and like cook your, you know, you don't have to be semi-homemade like me. You can do this from scratch, your instant pudding, if you choose to. But no, I like the instant, and we just add a little flavor to it. Okay, so I have my pudding here with our whipped cream, and we're just going to fold. This is what it means to fold. You're not stirring, you're not mixing, you're literally just folding it over. So I don't know if you guys can see me folding it over. Alright, cool. Alright, so we have our cream folded in to our pudding. This is what we wanted it to look like. Like I said, you don't want it mixed, so we're not mixing it. We are just folding. You're literally folding, flipping it over. Okay, so we have our mixture in place. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to, I need that area. So we're going to get our cake together. So I'm going to just take this out. I'm going to move our mixer out the way. You guys talk to me. How's your Valentine's Day going? How's your Sunday, period, outside of Valentine? How's that going? Okay. And while y'all telling me about it, those of us who are cooking, we're going to get our cooking boards back out. Or actually just move our stuff from off of it. We're actually then going to get our bowl that we're going to serve out of. So I have my clear bowl here because I like to see my dessert. So we're going to have our bowl sitting there. We're going to take our, if you got angel food cake, get your angel food cake. If you got pound cake, get your pound cake. Probably should have had my mom make us a real pound cake. That would be nice. But we're going to go instant with this. Alright, so for our cake, if you have a loaf, I'm cutting it about an inch and a half thick. You guys can see that. Excuse me. And what you're going to do, we're going to cut those into squares. And so what I did was, and then I cut it 3 ways. So it came out like this. So I have 6 of these little squares, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to place some, turn this down a little bit so you guys can see. The first thing I'm doing is placing that first cut on the bottom, okay? So oh yes, that is awesome. Thank you for joining. I'm just looking at some of your comments. Yes, she did. Dr. Graham surely preached a message today. If you guys missed our Sunday service, you missed. It was awesome. Great impartation. And that's very needed during these times. So maybe next Sunday, maybe Tuesday or Thursday, if you hop on the line, on the prayer line, you'll get some of that. Okay. So we are going to Yes, indeed. Auntie said, what did she do? They had a Valentines gathering with a few friends. Oh, nice. Oh, and the hubby made breakfast. That is a great Valentine Day. Alright, so we are going to layer. So again, at the bottom we have our one slice. Depending on the type of bowl you're using or what have you, will determine like how much you use on the bottom of your bowl. But anyway, I have a little of the cake. What I'm going to do is put a little of our pudding mixture on top. Got that going. Oh, and our strawberries. Let me get my fork. Our other strawberries that have been marinating in the sugar. So you want to take your fork, or if you have a masher, which I do have one. I just don't feel like going through all of that. But you're going to take your fork, and at this time it should be very easy for you to kind of mash this up, because that sugar should have kind of broken down that strawberry. If not, just give it a little elbow grease like I'm doing here. Most of them are pretty pliable, but I can mush it. But I'm going to sit this down so I don't flip that over myself. Alright. Alright, so we got them a little bit smushed up. It doesn't have to be like pureed. Unless you want it pureed, you could do that. But I just kind of have a nice little juice. That's what I want. We just want some juice. And that's why you put the sugar on there, to help give you that juice. Alright. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that and sit that right on top. Right on top. So this is what it's looking like so far at the bottom. You guys can see that's the bottom. Then we're going to take some of our cut strawberries. Move this closer. And you can line the sides to kind of hold your cake in there. I have a different bowl that I use, but it's packed away somewhere. I don't know where it is, so I'm gonna make do like Judge Mathis tells us to do. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and go back in with some of our pound cake. Cut that in thirds. We're going to place that on top. Like so. We're going to get some of our cream, our pudding. My mouth is watering already. Okay, so we got our cream. I'm gonna put a little of our strawberry juice on top. I'm gonna cut up a little bit more cake. So again, like I said, depending on the type of bowl you're using will determine how you layer your cake. And so I'm going to put some on the side here because my bowl gets wider at the top. This pound cake smells good. I don't know if she said me too. I missed that part. Sorry. Oh, the word. Yes, yes. Alright. So, as you guys, I don't know if you guys can see, let me move that. Alright, so I have put our cake. Now we're going to put some more pudding. And because my bowl gets wider at the top, I'm actually adding more pudding than I did at the bottom. Well, actually, I may have to use all the rest of this pudding because I don't know if I have enough room to do another layer, which is okay. The more pudding, the merrier. Alright. Maybe I won't. I'll say I think I have enough room to do one more layer. Okay. Now I'm going to take our strawberries. We're going to line that. You may not use all of your strawberries. That's fine. Use them as garnishment, or you can use them to dip because you're going to have some extra whipped cream or pudding. Right. And I'm going to add some of our mixture, our strawberry juice on top of that. Not all of it, because I want to use some also for our garnishment. I promise it looks probably like, what is she doing now? But it's going to come together, I promise. Alright, so our cake. And you could add other fruit to this. Like if you wanted to add blueberries, raspberries, you can add that as well. Oh, let me cut that in half a little more. So it just doesn't have to be strawberries. Add whatever fruit you like. Alright, last of our pudding. Oh, and this pudding just smells so delicious. So we got our pudding on top. I am going to add the rest of our whipped cream that we set to the side. I'm going to put that on top. And we're going to just smooth it out. Smooth it out. These are great for in the summer as well. A nice dish on a hot day, nice cool dessert. Okay. So as you guys see, I kind of have it. It may not look the prettiest, but it sure look delicious to me. Alright, so we got our whipped cream on the top. I am going to now garnish the top of our you can garnish the top of yours any way you like. Me, I'm just, doing a little something here. You can garnish with your remaining strawberries. Stick it down in the cream here. And I'm just going to add a little of the juice. I'm not going to add the strawberries so you guys can see. I don't know if I showed that to you before. Let's see how I can get you to see. Alright, so when you put your sugar and stuff in the bowl with your strawberries, it creates like a juice. I don't know if you can see that. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of drizzle that. Put those strawberries in there with the rest of them. And guess what, guys? Voila, our strawberry shortcake truffle is done. Doesn't that look beautiful? And it smells delicious. It smells delicious. We'll look at some of your comments on that. Hey, Sister Net. Thank you. Oh, yeah, that's another one. Bananas would be good. Like a banana strawberry. I see some stuff on the edge. I want to clean that up. Yes, banana would be great in this. My mom said, let them eat cake. And when I say them, I really mean me. Right? Alright, so I'm just cleaning off the sides of my bowl. Y'all know how my mom looked at me the other day on the instant Jello show when I had stuff all on the sides of the bowl. So let me clean off the bowl for presentation purpose. show you guys one more time. Here is our dessert. You guys can see. You can see on the sides. That's why I like putting it in a glass bowl so you can kind of see everything that's going on in there. So that is our dessert, guys. Our first thing is down. We are going to wrap that. We're going to, oh, there were some newer comments. Sorry. Help me, Lord. Yeah. We're definitely going to have to share this, so this isn't in our house for too long. But look at you being a baker. You know, I do a little something, something. I can do a little something, something. I'm over here on the left coast salivating. Yes. Maybe next time we come over, you know, when COVID is lifted and we come out there, we can make us a strawberry truffle. My mom can make, you and my mom can make the pound cake. We can have 2 different types of pound cake because I know you make a good one with that salt, that lime sour cream. Yeah, you do that. Alright, so we're going to put this in the oven. Not in the oven. We're not even using the oven today, guys. Can you believe it? But we are going to wrap this. We're going to place this in the fridge so that by the time we're done with all of our other cooking, our crab cakes, our corn succotash, this will be nice and ice cold for us to indulge in once everything else is ready. So let's go ahead and take a break. When we take our break, let's see what we're coming back to do. We are going to actually, like I said, we're moving backwards. So we're going to start with our corn succotash because that's not going to take long either. So while we're on our break, what you want to do is we're going to get our 4 cups of fresh, frozen, or canned corn. We want to get 2 cups of red bell pepper, or just get you your red pepper. We're going to chop it up because I have red pepper that I need to chop up. We are also going to need a zucchini, which is optional. Your tomato, optional. 1 can of lima beans or black beans or both, because I got both, which were still optional. You're going to need a half a cup of onion. We're going to chop that. You're going to need about 2 tablespoons or so of basil and parsley. We're going to need a tablespoon of butter. We're going to get your salt, your black pepper, and some olive oil. The utensils that you're going to need to grab while we're on this break, you're going to need your large skillet, or I'm actually going to be using a griddle because I want to get kind of like a char taste on my corn. So you can use a griddle, a cast iron skillet, a regular non-stick skillet. What's a skillet? I don't know what that is. Skillet. You're going to need your cutting board because we're going to have to cut up our tomato, our onion, our red pepper, our zucchini, those things. You're also going to need your knife, spoon, and fork. Get your measuring cups. Get your measuring spoons. And when we come back from the break, we're going to be set to start with our corn succotash. So again, guys, if you are just joining, I am the host, Jello. This is the Cooking Jello Show. Happy Valentine's Day, guys. We are making a lovely, lovely meal for us today. And so let's go ahead and take a minute break here. And while we're on this particular break, I want to show you guys what we will be making actually on the Instant Jello Show, which will be on Wednesday, February 24th. So take a look at what we're going to be making. Think about it, because when I saw it, I said, oh my goodness, I can't wait to eat it already. So let's go ahead and take a break so we can get ready and start our corn succotash. Alright guys, we are back. Didn't that look good? Grilled chicken wraps with zucchini fries. That's going to be for our weekday show, the Instant Jello show, on every other Wednesday. And that is from 6:30. I'm sorry, yeah, 6 o'clock until we done. But yes, the Instant Jello show. It's a new weekday show that we're doing. For something that you need during the week, if you're trying to meal prep, or you just need to throw something together real fast for the family, that's what that show is for. It's for you and I. We want to make some quick meals, some good meals, and that's what that is. So I'm glad you guys were able to get a sneak peek on what's coming up. Looks like a delicious piece of art. Oh, thank you, Sister Neg. Yes, I can't wait to get to it. Peas have onions, Irish chop. Yes, they do. And I did not get those. I wish I did. But, yes, I know all about the pre-cut vegetables. I love those, okay? So, I have me a small bowl here because I am going to empty, and you might want to get you a bowl too. We're going to empty in our beans, our corn into it, and I like to just season it with some olive oil and salt, pepper, and all that good stuff. So I have, and my red pepper and zucchini is here. Alright, so I got my red pepper and zucchini. So when we are making that, I'm not going to actually chop up my zucchini just yet because zucchini doesn't take that long. It's already kind of a softer type of vegetable. So I'm not going to actually cook that with my corn, and I'm actually going to do the corn first, the corn mixture first, so we can get that char kind of taste to it. So I'm going to open the corn. Oh, and I want to correct myself. Earlier, I think I said strawberry shortcake truffle. It's actually a strawberry shortcake trifle. So I just put corn juice all over me. I just want to go back and correct that. Okay. So I'm going to drain. I don't want this water that the corn came in. I have cans of corn, so I'm just going to drain that off. And I'm using 2 cans of corn because I'm making enough for my household. So that's why I'm using 2. But if you're doing this, you know, just for you, or just for if there are 2 of you in your household, 1 can I'm sure will be enough. Alright, so I'm gonna season my corn first and get that, because I really want that part to be charred. So I'm actually going to flip this. So I have a stovetop griddle, so one side has like the grill marks and the other side is kind of just like a flat surface. I think maybe I use the griddle part so my corn can have those marks. I want to be fancy. So if you want to be fancy, do it with the grill marks on it. So I'm going to turn that on kind of like a medium high, depending on your stove. I'm actually going to spray it down with some nonstick because I don't want it to stick and burn. Okay. So while that's heating, I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to my corn. I think that was enough. We're gonna do some Himalayan salt. Let me move this. Oh, let me put this down so you guys can see. Sorry, you know I had my other camera, but I don't know why it was making noises. It won't let me be great. That's okay. It'll be great anyway. Alright, so I just wanted to get our ingredients there. Alright, so I'm going to add a little Himalayan salt. We're going to add some pepper. As you can tell, I like a lot of pepper. And we are going to add, we're going to add some garlic, a little garlic powder to that. As you all know, your girl loves garlic. And I think garlic complements everything, except for dessert. That's the only thing. But everything else, add a little garlic. Alright, so we got olive oil, salt, pepper, a little garlic. I'm going to get our parsley and basil. I know I thought I had basil somewhere. I'm going to take that old day out because we're going to need that later. Here is our parsley, and here's our basil. Okay, I know I got basil somewhere. Go to that. And of course some parsley. We're going to give this a nice little stir. My my stove, I know, is ready. I can feel the heat. Can you feel the heat? Can you feel the heat? Okay, I can feel the heat. And what we're going to do is put that over our grill. So if you're not using a grill, of course you would go ahead and put this in your skillet, in your large skillet, and get that corn, get it a nice char to it. I don't know if I'm just hungry, but that smells good already. I'm going to move that out of the way. Oh, actually, I'm going to use that again. So, alright, so we're going to use this again for our beans. But I want to get our red pepper cut. Alright, so we're going to get our red pepper cut. So I just cut the top off and I'm just going to slice down the side. This is the side that had the sticker on it. I'm not using that side. I mean, I'm going to use that side, but not where the sticker was. Alright. So I'm going to just kind of go over this. Well, just roughly. I think I need to get a different knife. Or maybe I'm just cutting on the wrong side. That's probably what it is. Alright. So with your corn succotash, I mean, really you can cut your vegetables, you know, however thin you like. I'm not making them super thin or super small because I want it to be almost like a relish, like a, I don't know if that's the right analogy to give you, but I kind of want it to be a little coarse. Like I want some pieces. I don't want it to be super fine, and I don't want my vegetables to get too done, like where they're mushy. I kind of want a little crunch to it. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and add what I just chopped to my corn. And again, you can put as little or as much as you like. Can y'all smell that? Oh, it smells good. Okay, let's see. Miss Abronia says that she has an electric griddle. Can you use that? Of course, you can definitely use your electric griddle. I'm sure it will give you the same effect. I may do one more little slice. And just so you guys can see, let me move that out the way. So just so you can see, like I said, I didn't cut them very small. Okay, they're a nice size here because I don't want them to get too mushy. I do want them to get a little soft, but not too soft. So now I'm just going to kind of stir that. I'm going to make a mess a little bit. Because you definitely don't want it to burn. So just give it a nice little stir or push around. Whoop! Did y'all see that? Alright. The corn trying to pop off the griddle, y'all. Alright. I want to bring y'all closer so you can see it. Hi, Pastor Carolyn. Alright. So, the next thing we're going to do is get our... I just turned it down. I turned my skillet down because I got a nice char. I got a nice little char here. So, I'm just going to move this over just so you guys can see. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's getting a little nice and charred. So again, you kind of want to just push it around. Alright. My sous chef is here, y'all. So thank her for showing you. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do, we got our corn, we got our red pepper. We're going to add some beans to that. So I have a can of lima beans and a can of black beans. You can use really any kind of beans that you want. Oh, hold on, y'all. Stay up. That was my fault. So you can use really any kind of beans that you like. I do like lima beans and I do like black beans. So I'm going to open these. My mom said pick my beans. Y'all already know she was coming. Y'all already know she was coming with the jokey jokes. Yes, sister Nat. I love eating with a lot of color. So y'all know, I was just about to say, y'all know it smells good in here. Ziggy, he done woke up. You know, he can't hear nothing, bless his heart, but he sure can smell. And whenever I'm in the kitchen and he's not, that's what happens. So I got my lima beans here. Dump those in the bowl. I'm gonna move these. And then I have my black beans. I'm gonna dump those. So we got black beans. Alright. We're gonna do a little of the same, just a little salt. Some pepper. And of course a little garlic. Gotta have a little garlic. I'm gonna add a little olive oil. We're gonna give that a nice toss. Ooh, even this looks good. Black beans with lima beans. Yes. Okay, corn. Alright, so now we're going to add this mixture to our corn. Give that a nice little stir. Okay, so now that we got a little char on our corn, I am going to turn this down just a little bit. Alright, cool. So we got that on there. Sounds like some cooking going on. Yes. We getting there. We got us some cooking going. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add our onion. I think I'm going to do red onion because I kind of like the way that tastes. And I don't want the regular onion to like overpower our corn and everything else we got going on. So I am just going to use a red onion. And plus, I don't want to cry with the white onion. So, let me get my cutting knife. Alright. So I'm probably going to use about half of this red onion. Just about half. And again, you can use as much or as little as you would like. And I'm just going to actually just chop this kind of roughly. Again, I want some nice pieces. I don't want it too small. You're just going to add that right on top. Alright, so that's all the onion I'm going to use. And again, you want to turn your heat down now because we just added, but y'all see my face and not my stomach. We added the beans, which are you know, they're already kind of soft, so we don't have to cook those really. But I'm going to cut up one zucchini. That's going to be the last thing that we enter. So I'm cutting them in rounds, slices, if you will. Alright. So pull it down so you guys can see. Alright, so you see I got them in rounds. And I am literally just going to do probably about quarters. So just cut them roughly into quarters there. And I'm just going to dump that on top. You can add as much or as little of, like again, of your vegetables as you want. As y'all can see, I probably don't have enough room for all this zucchini, which is okay. As long as we get some on there. Give that a nice toss. Alright, so we're going to let that sit and marinate. Get a little warm. Alright. So we have all of our vegetables on there. And we're just going to add a little bit of olive oil. add a little bit more pepper. Because as y'all know, I season with my nose. I like to smell. That kind of let me know where I'm at with my seasoning. Alright, so that's that. I'm going to add a little bit more parsley because I like parsley. I'm going to give that a nice little toss. Okay, y'all, guess what? Our corn succotash is done. Maybe I could get our sous chef to help us show y'all what it looked like. I know she wish she stayed downstairs now.
You tell him.
Alright, let me just clean out this so it looks a little presentable. Yeah, the bottom. Look at our corn succotash, you guys. It is done. My fire is down on super low. Excuse me. Our fire is down on super low. And in a minute, I'm going to actually turn that off because that's done. We don't have to recook the beans. They're already cooked. They're already done. We just need to heat them, warm them. Our corn has a nice char to it. Again, like I said, my vegetables, I am, what's the word, like blanch, if you will. I just kind of want to tenderize them just a little bit. I don't want them to be completely soft because, again, I want it to have a crunch to it because this is a corn succotash, and the way my granddaddy used to make corn succotash, he it was crunch, you know, so that's what I want. Where did I get that cooking tray from? What cooking? The grill. I don't know where she got it from. Not sure. I'll have to find out and let you know. But I'm sure you could probably find one on Amazon. You could probably find, you know who might have
Home
one?
Goods.
I was just about to say Marshalls, but Home Good Marshalls, they probably have that. So we're going to just take a minute to clear off our space. I just want to take that second just to clear off. We're going to come back. I'm going to turn this off actually because we're done. And I'm going to let that sit on that hot grill so it can stay warm. Because the next thing we're going to go into is our crab cakes. And guess what? After that, we done, y'all. And so then we're going to make our sauce with our crab cakes. So we're going to take a minute to clean up. And we'll be right back. We're going to go over what we need for our crab cakes. And then I'll give us another minute to get that together. But I just want to take a moment now just to clean off my space. So we will go ahead and charred corn. Meanwhile, I'll be here opening the can and quick with it. That's okay. I'm sure that'll taste good too. So don't you worry, Auntie. It's gonna taste just fine. Alright, you guys, let's just take a minute here to clean off our stations, okay? In 1 second. If it wants to play. Alright guys, we are back. I just needed a moment to clear off my station here. So let's take a look and see what we need now for our crab cakes. So once we get our crab cakes in the skillet and cooking, we're going to go ahead and whip up, because the remoulade, look y'all, once we make the sauce, okay, for the crab cake, that takes nothing, because literally we're just going to dump all that stuff in a bowl and mix it, and we're done with that. So while our crab, we'll go ahead and whip up our sauce. Okay, so for our crab cakes, let's take a look and see what we need. We're going to need a tablespoon of olive oil. We're going to need some red pepper. We're going to need some onion. We're going to need salt and pepper. We're going to need about a pound of crab meat, 2 tablespoons of mayo, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard or spicy brown mustard. And I'm going to talk about the mustard. So I do have Dijon mustard already, because we've used that before on the show. But I kind of wanted to walk on the wild side, and I got some spicy brown mustard. Some Coops spicy brown mustard. Shout out to Coops. Thank you. We're also going to need 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire. I like saying Worcestershire sauce. We're going to need 2 teaspoons of Old Bay. Y'all know I love Old Bay. I tell you all the time, for a nice little snack, get you some popcorn, some Old Bay, and some parsley. Y'all. And we're going to need a 1/4 cup of Planko breadcrumbs. And we're also going to need some oil for our pan. Now we are not deep frying our crab cakes. We're only putting enough oil, couple tablespoons, just to kind of coat the bottom of our pan, because we're actually just gonna, like, did I say fry? We're gonna fry them technically, but we're not deep frying them. They're not gonna be submerged in oil. It's just going to be fried. Just fried, okay? So then the utensils that you're going to need, you're going to need 2 mixing bowls. One is for our crab mixture, the other is for our remoulade sauce. Thank you. We're going to need our cutting board for our red pepper and our onion. We're going to need our spoon, fork, knife, and your measuring cups and your measuring spoons. So let's take a look at what we need again. Go ahead and get your olive oil, your red pepper, your onion, your crab meat, your mayo, mustard, Worcestershire, your Old Bay, and breadcrumbs. And let's meet back in just 1 minute, 60 seconds. Let's get our ingredients and come back to the show. Alright guys, we're back. We got our ingredients. Let's refresh what we needed. Olive oil, check. Red peppers, check. Our onion, check. I'm going to use red onion. You can use white onion, but around these parts we like red onion. Crab. I got canned crab meat. Of course you could get the fresh lump crab. It's way more expensive, but I did get crab meat, lump crab meat in the can. Just works just as fine. I have our mayo, and so for our mayo we actually have Duke's mayo. So this is a southern thing I hear. It's supposed to be the best mayo out there. So Duke's, thank you for the mayo. Send me my compensation for the advertisement. But we got Duke's mayo. We have, I told you guys already about our spicy brown mustard. I got my Old Bay here. Oh, my Worcestershire. One second, y'all. I have to get my Worcestershire. Alright, got my Worcestershire. And I got the Old Bay. And I got my Plinko breadcrumbs. And we already got the olive oil, salt, and pepper. Cool. So let's make sure, let's see what we're doing with all of this. So in the small bowl first. Oh, I don't know why it says something about an egg. Sorry guys, but you don't need the egg. So we're going to whisk together the mayo, Dijon mustard, the Worcestershire, a little hot sauce if you want. You know, if you're using the spicy brown mustard, I'm sure you don't want to add more heat to it. But if you're using regular Dijon, you might want to add little sprinkles of hot sauce to give it a little kick if you like. And we're going to do that with salt and pepper. So let's go ahead and get our mayo, and let's remind ourselves again how much mayo we needed. We're going to need about 2 tablespoons, and also depending on how much you're making, so I got new spoon. Alright, so we got 2 tablespoons of mayo. Whew. Trying to see that. I almost just had a food accident over here. Alright, so we got our mayo. We're going to add our mustard, and so for the mustard we're going to need about a tablespoon. So I'm going to open this up. You know, sometimes when you try new stuff, oh, it smells good. This is going to be good, y'all. I like experimenting. I like trying new things. Alright, so here's my tablespoon of our spicy mustard. Ooh, that smells really delicious. Okay. Then we're going back and forth, y'all, so we make sure our Worcestershire. Alright, let's see how much Worcestershire we needed. 2 teaspoons. Alright, I got a teaspoon over here because that was a tablespoon that we were just using. I like Worcestershire too, so I add a little more than a teaspoon. Don't tell nobody. Alright, so we got the teaspoon of that. And I think that's all we needed to add right now. We got our mayo. Scratch the egg. I'm sorry that it's on there. We got our mustard, our Worcestershire, and now we're going to season it with a little salt and pepper. A little salt and pepper. Alright, and let's stir that together. I know it said whisk. I got my whisk over there, but I just use this spoon. Oh, this smells good already, y'all. Let's see somebody's list. I use red onion in my salmon croquette. Oh yes. Were you on the show with us, Mr. Bonnie, when we made salmon croquettes last year? I like saying last year. Yeah, we've been on the show since last year. Yeah, we made salmon croquettes on the show, and oh my goodness, they were so good. Okay. So this is what our mixture looks like. Okay. So that's that. Let's see what our next steps are. So our next step is, in the same medium bowl, we're going to eat panko and parsley. Use a little parsley if you want. And we're going to fold that into our mixture here. So we're going to, oh, and we gotta chop up our red pepper as well. So we're going to open up our cans, or if you have fresh crab meat, then okay, let's see what's in here. Looks like we have some water here, so I'm going to drain the water because I don't want the water in there. And this is kind of what it looks like on the inside. I don't know if you could see that. Here you go. That's our crab meat. Yeah, it smells like crab. Okay, so I have a couple of these cans. So y'all bear with me as we open these. Actually, instead of going one by one, let me just get these open. No, missed that one. Oh. Yes, that's right, Dominique. This show was born last year. Yes, it was. And Miss Abronia said she missed our show on the crab cake. You have to go back in the archives on the page to see that one. It was a great show. The recipe actually had come from my aunt. My aunt taught me how to make salmon croquettes. So we used her recipe on the show. Alright, so far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cans. I already did one, but I'm going to drain these. Alright guys, so we have our drained cans here. Just gonna open them. Be careful because I saw this with the first one and I just forgot to mention it, but I'm gonna mention it again, or mention it now. If you're buying, I don't know if all of them are like this, but the cans that I got, they have this like film on top of it. So just make sure you take that off. Because you don't want to chomp into your crab cake and you're like, what in the... Yeah, so make sure you take that off. Alright, Dominique, my mom said that she found it at Home Goods. So if you guys want a griddle like we use for the corn succotash, visit your local Home Goods store. They may have it. Okay, so I don't know about y'all, but when I have salmon croquettes or crab cakes, I don't want all the bread. I want to taste the meat, okay? I want to taste the crab and the... So, I have so far put in 4 cans so far. I'm going to enter the 5th one now. I actually got 6 cans, but I think 5 is enough. These are kind of small too, so of course the ingredients do say a pound. So of course, like I said, adjust the ingredients to fit your household or to fit your preference. Like me, I like to taste crab. I like a lot of meat, so you could always add more. Alright, so we got our crab. We are folding in also and panko crumbs. So I'm going to put in a little bit of parsley. Okay, so on my parsley thing, I don't know about y'all, but you know some of these seasoning things, they have where you can do like either a sprinkle or a spoon. I always use this because I don't have time to be sitting there to do this. So don't think I'm crazy, y'all, because I'm using this. I do it for real on purpose, because I don't have the time to be trying to sprinkle it. Okay, so there's our parsley. I'm actually gonna add a little bit more pepper to that, and because y'all know I got a problem, I am gonna, so you don't have to. And then, did we add our... So I'm going to add my Old Bay. I think I omitted that part, but don't y'all omit that. Put your Old Bay in there. Old Bay. It's actually Old Bay. Y'all don't really listen to my grandma. I just say Old Bay. Old Bay, like Obey. I don't know. Everybody calls it Obey, but it's Old Bay. If you want to be articulate, that's what it is. Okay, so in our panko, so I'm gonna put some panko crumbs in there. Panko. I keep saying planko, but I meant panko. 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 Alright, y'all. So we're going to mix that in together. I'm going to add a little more panko crumbs. And the panko, what that does is helps it to stick together, and it also helps give us a little crunch when we go get ready to fry these bad boys. Alright, so guys, so I don't know if, of course you can see. 1 second. Move this out of your way. Okay. So as you can see, now if you again, when I season, sometimes I start soft. You know, I don't try to get too heavy-handed. And then as I go, you can always add more if you need to add more. Which I think I'm going to add a little bit more mustard. Just a little bit, just a little bit. A couple more dashes of Worcestershire. And the only reason why I'm adding something now is because I did use five cans of crab. So I add a little bit more mayo, just a tad. So now I can smell my seasoning. It smells good and seasoned to me. Now I want to make sure that I have the right consistency. You want your crab too wet, but you also don't want it super dry. You want it kind of in the middle. You want to be able to, because we're going to have to put these into patties. So you do want to make sure that you're able to press your mixture and it sticks and it stays. Now some people, I guess they do add egg to their mixture. We're not adding egg to it. Again, I don't know why that was in the instructions, but it wasn't a part of our ingredient list. So again, add as much panko as you need. And I think I am right at the consistency that I want. All right. Okay, guys, so we are right. And prepare our skillet. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna put some olive oil at the bottom. Again, you don't need a lot because again we are not submerging our crab cakes. We are only frying them. About maybe about a third cup of olive oil that I've just put in there. That's all you need. So I put about a third cup of olive oil. I'm going to chop up this red onion and our red pepper. What I do with my knife over here. So while our pan is heating up, and I have my pan that's set on like medium. Yeah, it's on medium. So depending on your stove, you can put yours on medium as well, medium high, or what have you. So with my crab cakes, the red pepper that I'm adding to my crab cakes, I am going to make those smaller than what I did for the corn succotash. So I am making those small. Alright, and I'll show you guys how small I make these. So as you can see, oh wait, where you at? Right here. Okay. So I made them pretty small dices. So we're going to add that to our crab. And then for the onion, probably about, I won't use the rest of the half of the red onion that we used from our corn succotash. So you could add as much or as little onion as you would like to yours. But I am going to dice the red onion. Exactly. I like more crab than cake. That's good. I like more crab than cake. Alright, just give me a little cake with my crab. Okay, so for my crab cake, I am not, I kind of diced up the red onion pretty fine. So I'm going to dump that in there. And that was probably about a third cup of red onion that I put in there. We're going to give that a nice stir. Ooh, those red onions kind of got my eyes watering. One second. Okay, my eyes wanna run. Don't run. I need you. Okay. Stick that in the pocket right here. Alright guys, so my skillet, I can feel it. Can you feel the heat? I can feel the heat. Alright, so we got our crab mixture mixed up here. So now we are ready to make our cakes. So I'm gonna grab some handy dandy oil almost burning. Alright, so I'm gonna Alright, so now we can make our patties. Again, you can make yours as big or as small as you like. And our crab cakes, they do not have to be perfectly round shape. So that's probably about how I'm going to do mine. That's probably about a ½ inch thick. And I did a little over a tablespoon, of course, of that. Y'all hear that? And we're going to cook these until golden crisp for about 3 to 5 minutes per side. Can I get a sous chef, please? I'm going to show you guys what it looks like in our pan. Alright, let me... Alright, so as you guys can see, we got them in there. It's not submerged. We're only having it on the bottom, you know, I'll cover kind of half of it as they cook. Let me get my spatula so we can check them. It's not ready yet. We want it to get nice and crunchy. So we're just going to keep an eye on that. So while we have our first batch, I just put that one in. Alright, so while we have our first batch, we're going to go ahead and go to our remoulade sauce. So I'm just going to sit the crab over for just a second. I'm going to take these gloves off. Ever so gingerly. Oh yeah. Okay guys, as soon as I get this one off, because I'm gonna use them again, make our other patties. Okay, so let's take a look at our list for our remoulade sauce, so we can get those ingredients. We're gonna need a cup of mayo, 3 tablespoons of Creole mustard or spicy brown mustard. We're gonna need a tablespoon of lemon juice, some hot sauce, Creole seasoning, minced garlic, black pepper, dill relish, ketchup. And for you're just gonna need a spoon, a bowl, and your measuring tools. So let's get us a cup. So, 1. Alright, that's about a cup of mayo, 3 tablespoons of our mustard. Maybe for our sauce I'm going to use Dijon mustard instead of the spicy mustard. And it looks like there's only about 3 tablespoons in here, so. Alright, so we got our Dijon. We're going to need some hot sauce, about a tablespoon of hot sauce. And in our house we use Red Hot because we put that on everything. Get another spoon. Just gonna check on our crab cakes. Not quite yet. So this one is our first one. So I'm just flipping these guys because it's just right where I want them. Not yet. So depending on your stove, you might have to kind of maneuver them. Now because this has mayo in it, crab cakes are more of a wet cake than our salmon croquettes, because you know salmon croquettes were a little dry. We didn't put any wet things in there, so your crab cake is very pliable. So alright, so we got a tablespoon of hot sauce, lemon juice, and let's see, I got the relish here. Here's the lemon, and then I'm going to need some garlic. I got garlic. I actually have fresh clove garlic that I'm going to mince up. Got my fresh garlic here. Alright, so for the lemon juice, we're going to need a tablespoon of that. I'm just going to use the one I use for hot sauce. So I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, and then we're going to need a 1/4 cup of dill. Oh yeah, that smells good. Where's my 1/4 cup? Okay, so we're just gonna improvise. I don't know where my 1/4 cup is, so I'm just gonna add enough that I think is about a 1/4. Okay, and then garlic, so let me mince up the garlic. And I'm just going to chop this up just a little bit. And for the garlic, we needed about a 1/2 teaspoon. Alright, so this might be a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic. I just chopped up. Maybe I'll do half with this one. 3 garlic cloves. I'm gonna flip my other ones here. They're looking like they're getting brown. Alright, so there we have it. Alright, so we are going to need our Creole seasoning. And I like Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning, so I'm going to use a little of that. Instead of about 3 teaspoons. That look enough to me. Pepper and 3 tablespoons of ketchup. I think we got everything else in there. We got some ketchup. Whew. That pepper went up my nose. Alright, so we got 3 tablespoons of ketchup. Let's stir all this together. It smells good. I just kind of want to taste this though, make sure. Tastes like it's missing something. Can I get a sous chef? Maybe my sous chef can. Maybe I add a little brown mustard. It's almost like it's missing something, but I don't know what yet, guys. More think about it for a minute. Okay, let me get a plate.
And you did put a little salt in there. Yeah,
I didn't put salt. Maybe I'm missing salt.
Maybe just a dash.
Okay, yeah, I didn't put salt, so maybe I'm missing just the salt.
Not much, just a dash.
Yeah, just a little. So I'm just getting a plate, and I'm gonna put some paper towel underneath. Our first crab cake coming out. Alright, y'all. Crab cakes are done. I do have extra, and I'm going to make those later. But for the sake of time, here are our crab cakes. Our household, we like ours well done. Nice and done and crispy. So we're going to take a break. We're going to get our serving plates out because it's time to plate, y'all. We are done. We've made our crab cakes. We've made our remoulade sauce. Let's see, Miss Abronian said those would have. So we're going to clean up our station. We're going to get our plates. Because it's time to eat, y'all. We are done. We've made our crab cakes. We made our corn succotash. Our strawberry trifle is in the fridge. We're gonna bust that out and taste that. A 2-minute break on this one. For this break, I should say. Just so we can get ourselves together and get ready to plate. Yummy. If you could have heard how loud my stomach. Oh. Alright, let's just get us a 2-minute break going here. Alright guys, we are back from our 2-minute break here. It's time to plate. We have made ourselves a lovely, beautiful Valentine's Day dinner. And I hope that you guys enjoyed making this with me or watching me make this. I hope that you enjoyed it. But now it's time to get down to tasting it. Okay, so we're gonna plate. We're gonna go ahead and start plating. My mom has given me this beautiful plate. I think is very efficient. That's an inside joke, but I think it's very efficient for the show today. It's very beautiful. So we are going to plate, guys. I had to give me a little squig in my cooking Jello show cup. I have some Canada Dry ale, so I'm just gonna take a little sip. And like I told you, I don't know if it's just because it's the cooking Jello show cup that it just tastes so much better, but it is good. Alright, so let's get down to plating. What we're going to do, I'm going to just tilt that down just so you can see us. We're going to take some of our corn succotash. As y'all see my sous chef, say hello.
Hello.
Why are you in the camera?
Oh, I was all in the camera.
Yeah.
Oh well. Hi, people.
Maybe I add a little bit more. So this. Corn succotash smells good. Alright. We have our corn succotash. I have that going down the middle of our plate here. What's this? Is this for our dessert?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So then we're going to use my spatula. We're going to take our crab cakes. And we are going to take a little of our remoulade. And bam, y'all. Here is our crab cake. Here are our crab cakes with our corn succotash. Look at that, look at that. So that is our crab cakes with corn succotash. We've taken out our strawberry shortcake trifle, as my mom has so diligently wrapped this that I can't get it open. Y'all ever buy stuff and it be like you try to open it, it's like, man, did you want me to open it? No, but she did a great job because it's not smushed. If I would have done it, it would have been smushed. So thank you, sous chef.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna grab a spoon out of here. Alright, so I got a spoon here. Oh, sous chef is gonna rinse that. We have us a nice little plate here. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Alright, we just gonna dive into this bad boy. I'm pretty, but it's gonna taste good. And we're gonna slide that on over. I'm gonna add just a little bit more. Yes, I said more. But, and here is our strawberry shortcake trifle. Doesn't look the prettiest, but we're gonna get someone from our audience over here. Granny, do you want to come? No, well, she'll let my mom maybe. Granny, you want to come and taste our trifles? We get you a spoon. Here's the spoon.
Thank you.
I don't know if you want to say hello.
Well, hello everyone. I was sitting in there watching and nodding and smelling the good food, so here I am. Oh wow. Oh boy, this is so good.
We get a thumbs up on that one?
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. Woo! That means that must be good. She's trying to get her words together, I can tell.
It's like something you would have maybe at a wedding or a big gourmet dinner, you know, a fancy place that you go to.
You fancy, huh?
Ooh. Benefits of a live studio audience is getting to taste the final product. Exactly. I can't wait. I see it in the vision. So thank you for speaking it.
Excellent.
Wonderful. So we got 2 thumbs up for our strawberry shortcake trifle. I'm going to have my mom taste our fork.
A separate plate.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess up this one until I get the right pictures.
Did you take your pictures?
No, I just will get some off of that one.
Oh, well we'll let her take her picture first.
Right now. Here we go. I'll take mine off of here so I can take some pictures of that later.
Oh, okay, okay.
You can fix my plate just a little bit.
And give her just a little razzle dazzle taste. Guys, can you imagine if we did have a live studio? Oh my goodness. Who would come to the show? Who would come to the show then?
Everybody would be here every time.
Right.
Oh, Mom, that looks so good.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's stop snack.
So here's my mom's plate so she can try her crab cake. I'll let her give us the final verdict on it. And you know your granny loves her dessert before and after her main course. Exactly. I would come to the show. Yes, Sister Annette, come on to the show.
But not without our yams.
Yes, yes. Not without Yanni and Shona. Y'all gotta come to the show.
Ooh.
Yeah? You're not just saying that. Because, look guys, let me tell you something. Because if they taste it and they say that it's not good, I wouldn't be hurt if they say it wasn't good. I'd be like, oh, let's change it.
That's good. It's good.
Yes, Pastor Carolyn is going to come to the show so she can eat too. Yes. Well, I'm going to make me a little plate.
It's good. Oh, my hair looks a mess. That's right, I got it tucked underneath this thing.
I'm going to take mine off of here. Oh, wait, no, you got to take your picture.
Correct.
Well, I hope we going to eat those.
Oh, of course, yeah. This is really good.
Yeah? How's the corn succotash?
Very tasty.
We'll wait till Granny finishes her dessert. She might want to finish that portion. She don't like to ruin her taste buds when something's good.
That's how good mine is. Angelica didn't do my hair yesterday, that's why it doesn't look so good right now.
Oh my goodness. This is the Cooking Jello show.
Yeah, well. Shameless plug.
Thanks. Alright, here's mine. Yes, yes.
It's really good.
Auntie said, I'm clearing the sides of my mouth from salivating effects of watching you all chomp down. Enjoy.
Oh, it's good. You ready?
Oh, you ready? You want to take that one?
Here, have Angelica's plate. She loved you that much. It's good. Oh, look, that's got me put my food.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Now you take your own plate.
Right.
I'm not gonna have to do this like. Oh my.
Isn't it good?
And you're not a fish eater.
No, I'm not.
I like this.
So if you say it's good, I know it's good.
And she's still eating.
How's the corn succotash? Does it kind of remind y'all of Granddaddy's? I hope. I don't
It's
know.
really good.
It's my version of his recipe.
I feel like I'm at Ruth Chris.
Y'all hear the Cooking Jello show is on Ruth Chris level. Y'all better get in tune.
It's really good.
Very good.
My plate. Almost on empty.
And you haven't even tried the truffle yet. The trifle.
Oh my.
Alright y'all, so here's my real plate. Auntie said, Mommy, you are too stinking cute for words. Gotta love my mama, y'all. Alright y'all.
Uh-oh, anybody bless the boo?
Oh, Mama, how did you not bless the food, Mama?
She said,
Now just have them think about it. Y'all bless it.
You bless her, Mom. You have blessed the food.
Father God, in the name of Jesus, we just thank you for this Cooking Jello show. We thank you for this food that she has prepared for us today. We ask that you would bless it, that you would sanctify it. Bless that we've already consumed. Let it be nourishing to our bodies. Bless her hands as she continues to do this great work to minister to people through the area of cooking and sharing her food. And Lord, take out 99.99% of the calories, fat, the sodium, cholesterol, but leave all the good flavor. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Pastor Carolyn was laughing. Like, nobody blessed the food.
I'm having a little more of this
Oh, you like this?
I think it was just a little dash of salt that it
The
needed.
dash of salt. Okay. So you guys put that, because I don't think I had that on the ingredients or on the instructions for the Ruma lime sauce. Make sure you add just a dash of salt. That's all I did was a dash. So add all the ingredients and then add that dash of salt, okay? So here goes. Yo. You ever eat something?
Like, did I cook that?
You ever eat something? You be like,
Did I really just?
did I just cook this? Like, I didn't go to the restaurant and get this. Like, I didn't DoorDash this. Like, I made this. You guys,
Join hands for this one.
let me tell you something. And this corn succotash.
My plate.
You guys. And she say, happy is the Valentine's Day to you, Jello. Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day to you too. Love you.
Yeah, you too.
Valentine's Day, everybody.
And everyone who joined the show. I don't want to toot my own horn, y'all, but
toot toot.
but toot toot, beep beep, bonk bonk, all the horns. This is good.
It really is.
Oh my goodness. Well done.
My plate.
This is good. And so, on that note, yeah, it's not heavy.
Not heavy, not greasy, or anything. It's not good.
Happy Valentine's Day to you too, Sister Annette. Thank you for joining the show.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day, Sister Annette.
You guys, this is amazing. I think I surprised myself at every show. But here, this good. And you can taste the crab. That's what I like. I like to taste my crab. And it has like a nice crunch from the panko. The panko. Yeah, this is good. And that remoulade sauce. That remoulade sauce is the truth, y'all. So make sure if you cook this at home, if you make it for a party or what have you, make sure that you share it to the Cooking Jello. Make sure you tag me, tag the page, post a picture, show us what you did, tell us how it tastes to you. And yeah, if you have any suggestions or what you would like to see on the show, please don't hesitate to inbox me, DM me, put a post on the Cooking Jello show page if you'd like, and you may see your idea on the show. Again, thank you to my YouTube watchers who are online watching on YouTube. Thank you for joining me. Every cooking show, I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Even on Facebook, thank you guys so much for your support, for your love. It means a lot to me. And yes, and StreamYard, thanks for this platform, StreamYard, for having such a program that allows us to reach people across all social media platforms. So I love you guys. This has been another successful cooking, and I hope that you enjoyed the show. If you make the food, I hope that you enjoy your food. This was made truly out of love, and that's probably why, along with my skills, because you know your girl got skills, along with the skills, the love that's put into every meal definitely shows, and you can taste it. So guys, remember to give love on this day. Look at Sous Chef in the back trying to get her picture right. But remember to give love, guys. Remember to sow love, and you will reap love. That's what this world needs more of, is love. And so on this special day, on Valentine's Day, I want to say that I love you all. Thank you again so much for joining the show. This is the Cooking Jello Show, and I am your host, Jello. We will see you next time. The next show is on February 28th, and I will be posting what we're going to make on that show within this upcoming week. So stay tuned to find out what we're making on the next live Cooking Jello show. But don't forget, Wednesday, February 24th, it will be live again for the instant Jello show. And on that show at 6 o'clock, we'll be making a grilled chicken wrap. I cannot wait. We're making a grilled chicken wrap with Parmesan zucchini fries. So make sure you check us out during the week, Wednesday, February 24th, for the Instant Jello show. So I love you guys. I will see you on Wednesday the 24th, and then we'll be back here same time, 4 o'clock, same channel, YouTube, Facebook, and StreamYard. And again, same kitchen, the Cooking Jello show, same audience, my sous chef, mom, and granny. They'll be here. So I love you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks again for watching the show. Looks like we got a comment. I'm going to get your comment on. Thank you for sending that. Love to because
you did the vegan.
Yeah, we did the cauliflower.
What was the first one?
I gotta start keeping track. I got all this written down somewhere. But thank you. Happy Valentine's Day to you too, Pastor Carolyn. And I love y'all. Usually, we sit around, shoot the breeze, but I want to enjoy my food. I want to enjoy my family on today. So, and sous chef is ready. So I gotta go. Love you guys. Have a good evening. Thanks again for watching the Cooking Jello show. You guys are truly, you don't know, I can't put into words how much I appreciate you all. So have a good evening, and we'll be back.